Get busy in here, get busy in here. Yeah, my squad run deep. Yeah, we really in here. I swear whatever you want, you can get it in here. Comedy or the drama, it's a mixture in here. But you'll love it in here. Yeah, you'll love it in here. Got reviews up in here. We got stories in here. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the bell. Oh yeah, 3 clicks like the shoes on Dorothy in here.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and I am back. Okay, with another Celebrity Big Brother recap and review. Before I start this review, for those who, I'm trying to give a disclaimer so that y'all can exit stage left, okay? Or you can hear what I have to say. But I'm going to start off by saying this is a Misha Tate Stan account. This is a Misha Tate Stan account over here, okay? I want you to know that this is a Misha Tate Stan account, okay? And another thing, this is a Misha Tate Stan account. This is a Misha Tate Stan account. Hold on, let me get my gender up. I'm about to recap and review Celebrity Big Brother 3, episode 7. Bye. Okay. Episode 7 entitled Bye. I don't wanna be a fool in this game for two. So they evicted your ass tonight. They said bye. Ooh, it wasn't tough. It was 5-0. But it ain't no lie, Chris. Bye. Oh, that integrity, I guarantee, didn't work. Oh, yes. Cricket Patrick, you're good. But the truth remains your. Thank you. But the truth remains your. Ooh, you gone. So let's get into the episode, y'all. I love that song though. Doesn't remind you of Chris Kirkpatrick? Good, baby girl, yeah, good. Okay. So the numbers are dwindling down. First of all, Julie, y'all know how we like to start over here. Julie, you've been looking a lot better. Guys, you're gonna make me voice. I do what I can. It's my job. It's my duty. It's my duty. I see my face, my day one's up in here. Okay, y'all. So let's look at Julie's outfit because Julie, you look nice today. Julie, I don't know what's been going on. And if you don't let the people know, like, look, this is what we have to start wearing. But you've been doing really good. Won't change the fact that you're gone. Oh, no. Now, if there's something that I could do, won't you please let me know? They evicted your ass fastly out. Guess that's BB without you. And now you can go home and cry today, 'cause they wanted you to. So they evicted you out and found some things to do. They plan to HOH without you. And they know in their hearts that you was gonna nominate them too. You know it's true. Yeah. Sit in here. They got you out of here, girl. They got you out of here. That's a hit. Y'all saw how easily I made that up? Y'all see how easily I made that up? Whoa. Okay, let's share what Julie Chen, Moonves, whoever that is, what she was wearing. I like this, girl. Can we get into the shoes? Can we get into the East Saint Laurents? Can we get into the shoes? Bad lady. That's a bad lady, okay? Look at the shoes. That's what he said, girl. I got to play that song now. You got to do what you got to do. With that snake skin. I'm telling you, she gave me what I need. Look at the East Laurent. She gave what needed to be gave. Okay, another Friday night, another live eviction. Girl, look at the shoes. That's a bad lady. Bad lady. This is what her husband, who was allegedly touching all those people at that job. This is the money that he saved on. Look what she dressed up like. I love it. I love the top. Boom, hair. Boom, exactly how to. Everything is fitting together. Julie, we need more of this. Julie, now this you're on point with. Shout out to Phaedra Parks. Now this you're on point with. Julie looked good. Y'all put it in the comments. And if you're watching in the playback, if you're watching this in the playback, put it in the comments as well. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, let us know. What do you think is the outfit? Rate the outfit. And first of all, look at the bag. Look at the shoes. Look at the shoes. Look at that. Julie knows she looked good today, too. Julie knows she looked good today. She knows she looked good today. Bad lady. Julie, look at it. And a high pony to match with it. Julie knows she looked good today with the pearls. Come on with the pearls, Bob. All right, y'all. So put in the comments what you want to rate it 1 to 10. What y'all think her outfit look like? I'm going to give it a solid 9. Solid 9. I'm not sure what else she could have done to give me a little bit more. I'm going to give her a solid 9, maybe a 9.5. I'm going to give her a solid 9, 9.5. The photos isn't giving me what I want right now. Yes, Julie in the black, 10s across the board. 10s across the board. But Julie Chen Moonves, it's an 8. Boom. I still miss Julie. Hey, what's going on? Read this. Right now, she's giving me 10s across the board. Right now, it's a 9.5 for me, but I don't know what I'm missing. Okay, I give 9 out of 10. Come on, Moonves. But so she got a high score. So y'all, let's get into the game. Okay. So we end off after the nomination ceremony. Okay, let me tell y'all something, because this is a Misha Stan account. Okay, over here, this is a Misha Stan account. And I'm going to tell y'all made me a Misha Stan account. I didn't want to be a Misha Stan account by myself. My best friend is on, she's sitting here. She has been buying antiques. Okay, and this has gotten out of control, and I've been trying to calm her down, but all she's been doing is just antique shopping. She didn't even calm her down today. Put the credit card down. So let me tell you something about Misha, because this is a Misha Stan account. And I'm gonna tell you why this is the Misha Stan account. Y'all made me like Misha. Okay. Now y'all know, and again, my internet is unstable today. Maybe it's because I'm a Misha Stan account. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna switch it. So I'm gonna fall off real quickly, but I'm about to be right back. Hold on. I should be back. Okay. So let me tell you something. This is a Misha Stan account because y'all made it a Misha Stan account. I wasn't liking a lady like that when the game first started. I love Todrick, and you know I had Cynthia back, and I got little Todd back. Okay, Carson Chrisley, he was cute for what he is, but I didn't know him like that. Okay, and then I just always thought that Shayna was gonna win. Those were my picks. You can go back to my videos. I thought that Shayna was gonna win. And I was rooting for Todd and Cynthia. Okay, that was it. Okay, and I didn't even want Lamar Odom in the house. Todrick and Cynthia and Shayna. Those were my picks. I ain't know nothing about Misha. As the game started to go on, I started to realize y'all room for the players that's not doing nothing. Y'all room for the players that really not doing nothing. Okay? Now, for some reason, I don't know what this woman hate a racial thing that Misha got going on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry she's doing that to y'all. I don't know about it. I don't know why she's treating the women's like that and what type of self-hatred she has. But I will say, she on the girl's necks, and she got y'all pressed like a fresh panini, And that's what I'm standing about it, because she's playing the game. She's an unlikable Janelle to me. She's an unlikable Janelle, because y'all are rooting for the floaters grabbing the life vest. And I'm not rooting for the floaters grabbing the life vest. I want Cynthia to do well. But girl, you're going to have to do more than put handbags on your head. You're going to have to do more than put handbags on your head. I'm sorry. Okay, you have to do more than play handbags in your bed. And is your social game that great if you only talk to 3 people? The girls are trying to make it out like, oh my gosh, she's playing an amazing game. They're going out there. She talks to 3 people. Cynthia talked to 3 people. She talked to 3 people. Now I love the girl Dilly, and I still want her to win because she's black. You know, I gotta be on her side. But I'm a Misha stand account because I'm seeing that the girl's playing the game. She's winning. She's thinking strategically, and she's thinking long term. How do we get these things out? And she's moving these chess pieces. While some of the people in the house are like, "Are you sure this is chess?" Okay, so then when I move this one, it goes into a Z shape, right? Like, no, none of these pieces do that. I thought that the horsey does. No, that's not. No. Okay, and that's what made because she got the girl. She comes into the room, and everybody starts. Oh God, Misha's here. They sitting on pins and needles. They got so much to say about her behind her back, and won't do it to her face. And then today we saw her hurt. Okay, because that girl went up there and cried. She's with the decision that she had to make, and I am here to watch somebody play the game. Okay, so this is Misha Tate stand account because she's gathering the boys to go against the girls, but she's gathering the girls so that she can play this game and win. Okay, Cynthia, you got two incomes. You got Mike Hill, and then you lost those Real Housewives of Atlanta checks, but you still good. You know what I'm saying? Your husband working, he's over there on Fox or do sports casting or something. I don't know. You know, Carson, you got a job regularly. You know, Misha, she got if she fight, she got to fight and win. That's how she get her money. The girl's here to play the game. And Todrick, I want to say he's like C or B list at best in a celebrity, and like in the realm of celebrity, he want to get his name out there too. He wants to start being in movies and television shows and on your commercial. He want to do that stuff too. Okay, these people are playing to win because they need to win. Like, I feel like they need the money to win. And y'all faves are sitting here putting cucumbers on their eyes and taking baths. I'm sorry. And so I become a Misha Tate stand account. Can you imagine if it was just all Carson Kressley's or whatever his name is? No, you be HOH. No, you be HOH. No, you be HOH. No, you gotta be HOH. No, okay, veto on you. No, veto on you. No, veto on you. Oh, no, take me. Oh, no, take you. Oh, no, take you. No, keep for yourself. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. This is a Misha Tate stand account. So Misha was like, look, she loves Carson, but his social game is really good. Now, Carson does talk to the girls. Okay. There's two types of games that are being played, three types of games, really. Two people, I don't know what they're doing. Lamar and Todd, I don't know what they're doing. Okay? I don't know what's going on. Then you got Chris Kirkpatrick, Misha, and Todrick, somewhat Shayna, who are playing the game, thinking strategy, thinking strategery. Okay? Then you got the other ones who are moving at a social rate. And your likability is what can help you win this game. So we got to get you out early so that your likability is gone. If you went home week one, okay, so then that's less of the people wanting to vote for you, okay? Because you have not sat here and created enough friendships and bonds for us to have to go against at the end. Misha and Todrick know that at the end, they're not going to be able to beat these people with a social game. Yet it's still a lot of y'all on the internet is mad that they see it that way. Y'all, we're playing a very hard game. Okay, so now we have to continue to play a hard game because we're playing a very hard game. And they won't win unless they're sitting next to each other. They just won't. And yet people are mad at them because, well, they're trying to get up Cynthia, they're trying to get up Carson. Because they won't win against them. Isn't that the name of the game? Carson's taking baths. I don't know when we stopped wanting to watch Big Brother. Like, I don't understand when we wanted to stop watching Big Brother. Like, when did that happen? They only started now. Now we got to see what's going on. They made it a lights and then stayed in the bedroom and talked to each other. God, that's not how Big Brother works. Like, it's not how Big Brother works. Misha is not wrong with how she feels about trying to get them out. They are very likable. And if I can't get number one, I got to get number two. But these people are likable. Against the hard game I'm playing, the mean game that I'm playing, I got to get out the people who are nice. Because at least I'll have less likable people to go against. I need to get those people out. This is a Misha Tate stand account because I understand it. And y'all made me understand it because y'all giving her too many y'all giving Cynthia and Carson too many passes for their jackets, their bubble baths, and the cake. Y'all giving people passes who not doing nothing. Y'all giving the wrong people passes. So we get down to Carson. She said Carson, I don't even know what game he's playing. He feel like he been nominated every week. Anyway, your name has been tossed out there, but nominated every week? No, bro. Cynthia said it's no shock that she's on the block, but she's mad at Todrick because Todrick was a part of her alliance and didn't tell her. Didn't we already go through Cynthia understanding that Todrick telling Cynthia and Carson, I'm at the bottom of the totem pole. Y'all listen, that's why I had to pull out. Why would she still be thinking that? Y'all got me heated on the internet. Why would Cynthia even still be thinking that Todrick would tell her anything? Why would you think that I'll be telling you things? I told y'all hoes week 1 when y'all was passing that purse around and I did not vote with y'all that I felt like I'm at the bottom of the totem pole in y'all alliance. It's y'all and y'all done push me out. Maybe it's because y'all a lot older than me. Shout out to Mariah, but y'all done push me out. And now Cynthia has this warped view of, oh, well, he's gonna tell me in what world? In what world, in what universe? And the problem that I'm really having with Cynthia right now is that she's sitting here, she has these warped views in her head, and everybody has to acquiesce and respond in kind to what respond to how she feels that people should do. It really bothered me, her conversation with Todd, and she started that mess, and I said that shit. She started that fight, and I don't care. Let me get down to it. Y'all know I love Cynthia down. Y'all know I love Cynthia down. But I gotta call a thing a thing. And Cynthia, you think that thing with that thing. Okay. So Chris says he hates that Carson's on the block, but you know, because if Carson leaves, then he can't play the middle. Cynthia, Carson, they talking, they're like, okay, well, we expected this. They ain't food, they ain't on the thing getting food. They expected this. Then had the nerve, the audacity, and yet again, this is why this is a Misha Tate stand account, because this is what I'm starting to see from the fans on the internet. Okay, let y'all come in closer, pull it closer, and everybody make sure you like this video. Come in closer. I'm about to tell y'all a story. Okay, and this is a story about a man named Lil Man Kattan who wanted to leave. I always want to say last week. But last eviction, not this one, but last eviction. This is a story about Little Man Kattan and how he asked to leave last eviction. This is what my problem is. Now Carson and Cynthia, this is what I'm saying, they sit here, put on makeup, injections, and do nothing. And we're standing for this. She sat here, Carson and Cynthia sit here, and Carson had the nerve, the audacity to go. She's making it worse for the man asked to leave. You're being so rude. You're being so mean. Why would you not just let that man leave? Why wouldn't you just put him up and let him out the house? Let me tell you something real quick, Hope. He asked y'all to leave last eviction, and you did not do that. Why y'all trying to put this on the hands of Misha? Because he told y'all last eviction. Why does it change now that Misha is also not listening to him? Because when he asked y'all, okay, please vote me out. I want y'all to vote me out. Barry, come get your son. He's scratching at the door. When he asked y'all last eviction, please vote me out. This girl's playing the game. I want her to continue to play the game. I'm not having fun in here. Vote me out. I'll see y'all on the outside. He said that to y'all last eviction. And what did y'all do? Nobody voted for him to leave. And in fact, all y'all looked at him and said, shut up, Lil Man Kattan. We're going to keep you here in this personal hell that we call the Big Brother house. He asked y'all to vote him out, and y'all did not vote him out. Now that Misha did not put him up on the block, you're going to say, well, he's asking to leave. Why wouldn't she vote him? Oh, now it's wrong to not listen to him because I didn't listen to him before. This universe that these people are coming, I don't get it. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Y'all are making it a Misha Tate. Y'all are making me have a Misha Tate stand account because now I'm starting to feel like we did Big Brother become something like this because y'all was the ones who asked who when he said I want to leave, y'all didn't vote for him to leave, and now you're gonna put it on the back of Misha. Carson really got on my nerves when he was like, she's making it so much harder for herself. Why would she put, this man is asking to leave. Why would you not do that for him? Girl, and you didn't do it for him last vote. Did Tadrick or Misa vote for Chris to go home last week? I can't remember. No, I think it was unanimous. Was it unanimous? I can't remember what the vote was last week. All I do know is that Chris Kattan stayed after he asked to leave. Chris Kattan asked to leave. And they said, shut up. They said, shut up. Sit down, shut up. And they did not let him leave. And now Carson and Cynthia in storage. This is going to be a long live because I have so many things to say. Now that Misha's not putting him up, now he's asking to leave. Why would you do that? You're being so mean. You're being so girl. And what were you doing? Now it's a personal hell because of somebody else's decision. It bothers me, and people are standing for this online. After that, because the thing is, I can't even look at them as underdogs because the girls are looking and rooting for them. They got the power, okay? After that, you got Cynthia and Tadrick. And Tadrick was saying, like, look, a lot of Misha's relationships or moves that she's making in the game is starting to affect the relationships that I have. So hopefully I can mend things with other people. So he tries to talk to Cynthia and was like, look, hopefully we can fix things with each other or repair whatever it is. Cynthia says she wants to. Tadrick let her know, I don't want you to leave. Like, you're not the target. And I don't know how many times he has to tell her and say to her, you're not the target, for her to believe that she's not the target. Okay? This happens every season of Big Brother. It's Big Brother. It's always a mess. I feel like for one of the first times, I don't want to say one of the first times, but I think this is one of the few times where I am actually looking and I am realizing that I am not on the majority side. I feel like a lot of the Big Brother community at this point right now, the girls are rooting for Cynthia and Carson and Shayna and all of that stuff. Now, good. I want Cynthia to do well. I don't think Cynthia is playing a game that puts her into a realm to do that. Or if the game that she's played is this game, I don't like how it's going. And I could choose to be like, look, Cynthia, you need to do better. I don't think Carson Chrisley's now he got a veto now. The girl can grab and snatch a veto, but I don't think he's doing anything outside of being entertaining. We're gonna need a little bit more than that. Shayna's giving us veto queen vibes. Okay, she'll snatch that veto up. So it's just like I don't know. I know this is one of the first time I'm on the opposite side of the community, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, when did Big Brother become this? When did Big Brother become this? So after that, you got Misha and Tadrick. They said, like, look, I think that the other people are plotting, and they're right. The thing is, they're right about everything that's being said, and yet people are like, they're playing too hard, they're doing too much, and I don't get it. Like, I don't. At this point now, I get it. Chris Kirkpatrick was last week. He was last vote. He was so big and bad. Watch, I'm about to put Tadrick up. All of this stuff. The girls were standing. Everybody knew it. Everybody knew it. That's playing hard too. So now they're like, well, okay, I think that Chris Kirkpatrick's going around and saying this, and he's playing hard. We need to start realizing that something is going on, and we need to take them down. So let's get out Carson first, and we're gonna go to Chris next. We got a plan. We know what we're doing. Cynthia doesn't even know how the veto works. Lamar doesn't even know how to vote. And I see Tadrick, he's like, they're thinking steps ahead. Look, we gotta go here, then go here, and we're gonna pick together this little army. Now, the swingness of Lamar and Todd, it is what's frustrating me because I don't know where they truly lie. I know that they love Cynthia, but I don't know where Cynthia is, and she will ruin their games. So then you got Shayna, Cynthia, and Carson. They all rooting for each other. We have if you win, you win. I'll take you on. I'll take you on. Cynthia had the nerve, the audacity to go. I don't know if she watched any of the shows or read the hair, but she was like, Well, no, don't use it on me. Use it on yourself. I use it on yourself, but then I go, right? No, somebody else gets nominated. Then possibly could go. And Shayna sitting over there. Oh, I feel like maybe it could be me. What do you think? You think it could be me? Yeah, they're gonna go after her. They're gonna go after you. They're trying to act like you got one person in the room who doesn't even know what's going on. The other lady, she really not a part of y'all group like that. She been shady. She hasn't been telling y'all she been shady. And now they're trying to. I don't even know if this is called a strategy or let's help Cynthia understand what happens. So take this person off, and now they're gonna try to be picking people one by one. Y'all don't know what our game is because y'all just got here. Anyway. They want to find a way for everybody to stay. So after that, you got Todd and Shayna. Well, Todd, he pretends to get hit by the door with Shayna. Moving on. Shayna and Chris are talking. They're worried that Shayna's going to get back door. She's like, look, I think that they're going to put me up if one of them gets put down. So we have to talk things out about like what we should do with Misha and Todrick because they're just ping-ponging this power and they can't win. I mean, you had the power. You could have took one of them out, but you chose not to. But I digress. Chris says that Shayna should win the veto and then take off Carson. In that plan of you should win the veto, take off Carson, he left himself in a vulnerable spot. And he says that he's not worried about it. It doesn't matter and all of this stuff. But it's like, I don't think this is a smart plan because you know that they're going against you, Chris. But he felt like it was. So we'll go with that. After that, we get the little man Kattan segment. I already told y'all that he decided to leave. He was struggling to be in this house. You could see it on his face. He was walking around. He did not look well. He did not seem well. He was not acting well. As he's walking around the house and he's just in different spots and he's in a zone of it. He's in his head and in a zone of his own. He said he's not feeling well. He's ready to go home. He misses home. He went to the diary room. He did not even look himself in the diary room. And I want him to be his most healthy mentally, physically. And it was written on his face and his body language and the way that he was emoting that he was not well. He was not well. And I am excited that he chose himself. And he chose like, look, above anything else, it's time for me to go. I asked them to go. They did not give me that chance. And I don't want to even try to see what Misha got going on for me. I'm just going to get up and go. The cake is there's no more cake. The cake is gone. I need to go. So confused. And I agree. Todd is a jerk. I don't think Chris knew as much about Big Brother as he said he did. I mean, I'm just saying the way he played this game, not really. Now, Misha, but I gotta be fair. I don't think you knew what was in the thing, but she came out. Hey guys, I got an in-person announcement to make. Yes, meet me in the living room. I got an important announcement. Then she opened it up. I got an announcement to make. Little man, right when she said that, here goes, here goes Todd. Where's Kattan? Child, that's what this paper's about. He said, F y'all hoes, I had to go. He said that he's okay. He'll be sending a video message to address it later. He was done and overwhelmed, very much so. He got to go. They seemed to be hurt that he left. But he said he's sorry he didn't get a chance to see them in person. He gave them all individual, salutations. The venture was hard for him to do, but he wanted to let everybody know that they impacted his life. Very much so, and it's something that he's going to take. He went from person to person. I'm not going to go from person to person. But he hopes that their friendships and the chemistry that they created together and the happiness will stay alive, and that they all can meet up on the outside. Y'all, after that very heartwarming, very beautiful, scene that they had, we get back to Julie. We wish Chris well. Up next, exciting HOH veto competition. We'll be right back. And I was like, Julie, read the room, Julie. Julie, read the room. Julie, read the room. Read the room, Julie. We wish Chris well. Up next, an exciting video competition you don't want to miss. We'll be right back. Girl, read the room. Read the room, Julie. Read the room. Anyway, so we get to the veto selection. Misha picks Shayna, Cynthia picks Lamar, and then Carson picks Todrick. Okay. The only person who had house guest checks was Lamar. I mean, it was Cynthia, and Cynthia chose Lamar. Then you get to Lamar and Todrick talking. And these are the girls that the people are rooting for. These are the girls that the people are rooting for. Now, I will say this. I have a casual's view. I'm going to say this to y'all. I have a casual's view because I haven't been watching the feeds. This past week? I've been watching the feeds this past week. So I have a casual view. So if my view is screwed to y'all, chuck it up to the casual, being a casual for Celebrity Big Brother. Julie said, F that room, let's keep him. She sure did. We wish him well. Up next, an exciting video competition you don't want to. We'll be right back. Okay, girl. Lamar and Todrick getting there. I think what made the thing comical is Lamar having those things for his bags under his eyes. So he's like taking the veto, winning the veto, taking somebody else means that I get to vote with them out. No, it means that you get to save someone. It means that somebody comes down and Misha puts somebody else up. Can I save them both? No, you can't save them both. Then I want to use it. Oh, so you think you're gonna use it? Yeah. Who do you think you're gonna use it on? Cynthia Bailey. What I am starting to realize is that Lamar is a big kid. He's a Flintstone kid. He's a big kid. And there's this innocence in Lamar's eye that I am loving. Okay. Honestly, I love you too, Miranda. I love you so much, boo. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to her. She just had a baby. Congratulations on the new baby. Y'all put your bees in the comments. Okay, for Miranda. Miranda and the fam. But there's this innocence about Lamar and in his eyes where it's just like, sweetie. Oh, sweetie. You just want to do this to him. No, that's not how we vote, Lamar. You so crazy, Cappy. Why I call him Cappy? What was the Lammy? You so crazy, Lammy. So, but this is the second time they done casted somebody like that. Y'all gotta stop casting these black men who did he like that. I'm just saying. So, he says, I'm gonna Cynthia Bailey. Well, if you want Carson to go, then you can't use it on Cynthia. Well, why? Well, because then he'll have another vote. If we want Cynthia to stay, then you need to keep Cynthia up there so that Carson doesn't have a vote to stay. Because then we'll give them another vote. Wait, because she can't vote. But if I take her down, she wouldn't vote for him to stay. Yes, she would. No, she wouldn't. That's her best friend. Wait a second. So Cynthia gets a vote? Yes. Cynthia gets a vote if you take her down. I don't know. I'm still going to use it. Okay, Lamar. Okay. Okay. Oh, my God. I can't wait for us to finish our murder series. Now, first of all, we're going to be coming back very soon. We need our phones to work, okay? But we should start. I'll write you. I was about to say I'll text you. I'll DM you, girl. For some reason, our phones don't connect. They don't like each other. That actually is none of y'all business. Let's get back to the game. So we get to the veto. The veto is they got to stack these snowflakes. It's a puzzle game. But before that, they got to ride on the horse. Ride on the reindeer. Okay, ride it. What sucks about all of this is that there's no snow in the District of Columbia, the DMV area. It's going to snow on Sunday, but there's no snow here now. And I'm very frustrated that I'm watching a show that looks so winter wonderful, but there's no snow. Okay, there's no snow, and it's very frustrating to me. So they got to rock on the reindeer about 20 times, and they get 60 seconds to stack up as many snowflakes as possible. They can buzz in when they feel as if this is the time, this is the amount of snowflakes I want to buzz in on and keep it. Whoever has the most snowflakes at the end of it wins. You got to make sure that your time doesn't go off when you get out that reindeer. And you got to ride that thing like a pony, okay? Ride that thing like a pony. Jump on it. Let's do it. Boom. Ride the reindeer house guest, okay? You can have this. I do want the snow. So we start the game. Boom. I'm not gonna go through all throughout the game. I will say, Lamar, I'm going to beg for Khloe Kardashian every episode. Odom was so happy on that reindeer. He was like this. And it did bring a little bit of joy to my heart. It did bring a little bit of joy to my heart. Lamar was so happy. Okay. And you know what? I'm going to speak for all tall people that it's not regular. Okay. And I'm talking about my, what do I want to say? Because you know, I'm 6'3". I'm talking about my 6 feet and above individuals. It's not very often that we get a chance to have our feet off the ground. It's not very often that tall people, even when you go to bar stools, like even still then, you can just be sitting and your feet be touching the ground. It's not very often that you can have your feet off the ground. Okay. So when he's on that little reindeer, he's going like this. I just felt the joy because I was like, oh my God, his feet off the ground, and he just looked like he having fun. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? So I understood it because as a tall person, we don't have our feet off the ground. And if y'all a tall person, put it in the comments. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all short people get to have y'all feet off the ground all the time. Y'all can do swings and seesaws and all types of stuff. Tall people, we can't do that. Okay. Should say you're hilarious. Thank you. So all in all, everybody started getting buzzed out. Time out. Child, they got up to Cynthia put 9 snowflakes together. I don't know what game she thought she was playing, but she almost won. So I'm gonna give it to her that. I'm gonna give that to her. Then Carson, buzzes out, and then Todd was up some. Oh my God, you got out right after that, girl. It's a no for us. Shayna wins. Okay, and as the game was going on, Misha turned to Shayna was like, look, girl, if you want to take off Cynthia, girl, take Cynthia off because she's not even a target. Okay, we'll put somebody else up, but just please, can you keep Carson up there? And she was like, yeah, sure. Now, Shayna has this, she got the power in her confessionals. And I will say, Shayna don't be wrong with what she be saying. I'm with Shayna with what she be saying. I think that she also is playing a good game as well. I'm gonna give Shayna her flowers because I feel like she is playing the game as well. Sometimes she's just sitting low and laying under the radar, but the girl going out here, she's winning things. So I'm gonna give the girl, she's got that social aspect and she's got that gaming aspect. She's marrying them. I think that right now she's in the best space because she's in that middle-ish space. So after that, Misha says, look, she wants to see if anybody, because Shayna won it, she knows that she may be using the power of veto on Cynthia. She wants to know who will go up as a replacement nominee. Todd was like, I'll go up. Okay. So because in the kitchen, it was Todd, Lamar, and Chris. Okay, Kirkpatrick. And he was just sitting there, but I think she knew that he was there, like you're part of the team or whatever anyway. Todd was like, look, I'll go up. She'll put me up there. It's okay. Because Todd said in his confessional, Shayna's about loyalty. And she's going to protect the people who protect them. And I do believe that. And I want to let her know that, look, because Todd said, look, it's my turn to get in the game too. I want to let her know that I'm on her side, because she got the numbers. I'm going to have to be over here, So after that happened, Chris, he gets his happy-go-lucky and goes over. Talk about strings being attached. No strings attached. The strings were attached. Shayna pulled right, go right back to Shayna. Running there happy. Oh my God. I was right there. They were talking right in front of me. Girl, you are acting as if you're a part of the group. So it wasn't like it was a mishap or a misspoke. You act like you're part of the groups. You calm down. What were they saying? Just get to the story. She said she's gonna put up Todd. You know what this means? Take Carson down. We'll put up Todd. Take out Todd. We can flip this game. It's ingenious. We got it. Smart move. True. Smart move. Now I gotta admit, had this worked out and done what it needed to do, girl, that was a great plan. After that, you got Shayna, Carson, and Chris. This imaginary plan is now moving to them. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. They're gonna put up Todd. So she's gonna save you, and then we're gonna vote on Todd. They're excited about it. They're trying to get us out one by one. We're sitting ducks, but together we can flip this house and work together. Boom, we could do it. Child, I don't know what was going on in the atmosphere, but Misha, she was banging on her box of stuff and was like, I feel like something's happening in the game. That's how I feel like it worked with her. So she went to Todrick. She said, look, there's an energy shift in the area. The spirit is telling me that there's an energy shift. I'm not sure if Mercury's in retrograde, if Venus is a fly trap, but it feels as if something's off with the synergy here. I think it's Chris. And she wants to make sure that he's with her. So she said, look, let me go have a conversation with Chris. Chaboo. I'm glad she did it. So you can see with your own two big old eyes exactly what's in front of you. A snake. Okay, a snake. She sat down with him and she was like, look, just wanted to let you know, like, like Carson's a target, and are you okay with the plan and everything? Yeah, I'm voting him out. No, it's not. Yeah, I'm voting him out. I'm just making sure that you're on the plan. You are going to vote out Carson, right? You know I got your back, right? No, bitch, no. You are going to vote him out, right? Like that's what you are planning to vote him out, right? Because if then she told his ingenious plan that he had when he went and ran to Shayna and went and ran to Carson and all the people he ran to excited about the plan that he got so smart and we about to flip this house. She sat in front of him while he was looking down at her. She sat right in front of him and was like, look, no, I'm just making sure because if that happens, I feel like then she could take down something, we could put somebody else up, and then they can plan to flip the vote. And told his plan right back to him, and his face stuck, just look like this. Girl, answer the question, Chris Kirkpatrick. You are going to vote out Carson, right? You are going to. Well, I got your back. That's what I asked you. I didn't ask you if you got my back, front, side to side, round and round, dip it down. I didn't ask you any of those questions. You are going to vote him out, right? Well, where's Chris Kattan? Have you seen him? No, you let her know everything that you needed to know. And the thing was, me and Tater Bay were watching it, and he was like, well, he wouldn't have been like, because Chris Kirkpatrick was saying, I don't want to lie to her because of what I think about her, how highly I think about her. I don't want to lie to her face. Well, girl, Tater Bay said it wouldn't be lying because y'all know y'all about to take Carson down. So you could have told her, I'll vote for him. I definitely will vote for him because you would have been keeping your word because he would not have been able to be voted for. You would have been keeping your word. But no, you had to play the I don't know what's going on. You know I'm your friend, right? You know I'm on your side, right? If you because you thought you're so smart. Okay, what you could have done is just say, yeah, I'm voting him out. Okay, Purple London, don't say it yet. Please, no spoilers yet. We're gonna do that at the end because I'm gonna need you to spoil it for me. So Purple London, wait to tell me. Y'all go to everybody else's channel if y'all want to talk about it. Please do not spoil it. Mods, please be on the lookout for spoilers. So you could have just said, I will vote him out, but you didn't want to do that. You did not want to do that. And you showed your hand, you showed your cards. So after that, Misha goes to Shayna. She already told her that she didn't convince her to use the veto, but she said, if you wanted to, you can. Cynthia's not a threat. So don't feel bad if you want to. That's what I heard with my ears. Y'all put it in the comments. If you're watching the playback, put it in the comments. If y'all heard something else, let me know. What I heard with my two big old Will Smith ears was, if you want, don't feel bad about using the veto if you want to use the veto. Cynthia is not the target. As long as if you use it, can you at least keep Carson up there? That's all I'm asking. But if you want to use the veto, you can use the veto. Don't feel bad about using the veto. Cynthia is not, she's not a threat. Exactly. So you can use it on her. That's what I heard. Okay. So now she's going to Shayna to tell her, like, look, now she's asking her something. Can you not use the veto? Actually, no, she said, is there a possibility that you won't use it? She didn't tell her what to do. This is a ginger ale, y'all. Tell me what's hurting. All right. So now Shayna's in her confessional. She's the one who convinced me to say, she's the one who convinced me to use the veto. And now she's trying to convince me not to use the veto. She didn't convince you to do anything, sweetie. She said, don't feel bad if you wanted to use it. This is the first time she's coming to you and now saying something about what you should or should not do. It's just, these word games and mind games that these people who are barely playing the game try to put on Misha. And this is why this is a Misha Tate stand account. Misha didn't convince you. Oh, she's first she convinces me to play it. Now she's trying to convince me not to play it. She didn't convince you to do anything. She gave you the option. She asked, can you not take him down? If you want to do it, do it. See, the people said, I heard the same thing. That's what she said to her. And it's now she's going to confessional acting like, oh, this is why I don't like her. It's her word on the highway. That's not what it's her word on the highway. That's why are people feeling that way? Because she did not say that. She didn't say that. Anyway, we keep going, right? She says that she's going to use it. She's going to do what's best for her game, basically. And Misha was like, okay, I will say this. I'm going to give Misha credit. Misha goes up to communicate with you and talk to you personally to your face. And y'all got to give the girl credit. Misha not sneaking around. I think the only time she didn't is, I think Carson has the rumblings. So I think that she hasn't gone to Carson yet. But I think that her and Carson have an understanding that I don't like. I want you gone. I think that's been since day one. But she'll at least talk to you. So after that, we get the veto competition. I mean, the veto ceremony. She uses the veto on Carson. And this, again, is why this is a Misha Stan account. Once she used that thing on Carson, Shayna stood back up there and said, I feel as if I needed to do it because you have all the power and I'm going to need somebody to fight in the ring with me. Well, bitch, say less. Say less. Say less. Say less. You would be a fool. This is regular Big Brother. Y'all be lying if y'all would say that they didn't twist her hand. Well, girl, say less because we know who are doing things together. And oh boy told me the other day that he didn't even let me know that he was going to vote my way. So let me tell you something. This wasn't something that I wanted to do. It's something that I had to do. So Chris, get your ass up here and sit down on that. You're nominated now. You're nominated now. April, I love you, busy, but Misha has a horrible social game. Her social game is trash. It's a trash social game. Her social game is trash. It's not a total trash. It left a long time ago. I don't think she came into the house with one. Okay, I get that. I see that. That's not what my argument is right now. I know the girl don't know how to talk to people. She got a bad social game. Everybody know that. That part is bad. We already that's what I'm taking out of my mind. She's coming in here one way, and her one way is here as a person who's trying to fight and play and win the game. And now that I have looked at her and seen, okay, well, this is how she's gonna play the game. And everybody could get it. Everybody could get it. She's targeting the women, she's targeting the gays, everybody could get it. And it's the people who are not on her side. Everybody could get it. It's not even like it's a racial bias or anything like that. Now she was doing the women's, and it was like, oh, you know, this you're going a little too strong. Okay. But she's trying to win the game. And we have some people who are just trying to play a good social game. We have some people who are trying to do a social and game. We have some people who are trying to just game. And I'm respecting all of it. And I feel like they're trying to remove the respect that people should have for Misha because she's not nice or she don't have a good social game. The girl playing the game. We can't all put cucumbers on our face and take baths. Was she crying because she didn't get her way? So I didn't think that. And this is what I saw in her. She liked Chris Kirkpatrick. It was very clear that was a decision that she did not want to do. She liked Chris Kirkpatrick. She even went up to him and pled and tried to talk to him. Like, why? She's tried several times to, I want to say it's reasoning, but it's not reasoning. And this time she was hit with a hard wall. Like, she's asking, like, will you? And he did everything but say yes. So she's understanding where she is and where everything lies. I think where she messed up and why she was crying is because she actually did trust and want to work with Chris Kirkpatrick. And it was very clear. And he gave her the okay last HOH when he was like, this is mine. You did what was good for you, and now it's time for me to do what's good for me. He gave her the okay, and now she's back in power, and she's thinking, okay, well then maybe he can still work with me, and he gave her another. So I think she's hurt because she probably felt like they twisted my hand to put up this man, and I didn't even want to nominate him, and I had no other choice. I do believe that inside there somewhere she has a soul, and I think that she genuinely was hurt that she had to put up Chris. But to be honest, she had if she wants to win the game, she had no other options. That man let her know, I'm not on your side. I'm not on your side. Shayna stood up there and said, I'm saving him because he with me. And if he's with Shayna and Carson's with Cynthia, that's 3 people. And this man just told me that he wasn't voting my way. I had no choice. She had no choice. She had no choice. And I think she was saddened because she really did like him and she really did want to work with him. That's my honest opinion about it. Because I felt bad for her when she went over there and she cried. And because the people don't care about, because of how she's been playing the game, and this is her own doing, because of how she's been socially distant and very focused on winning the game and playing the game, they only look at her that one way. And you know what? Maybe I am a part of me is feeling this way because I'm going through situations with some of my friends where some people look at you as one way and then they treat you the same. And then they're not able to reason or maneuver around who you are now. And it's frustrating. That girl went over there and cried. And what Shayna did was, well, I had nothing else to do. I had to, girl, okay. You coming to me with all this rah. Game on. You know, stepped in the ring and now game on. You know what? I am going to say she's a strong woman because she went over there real quick. She cried. She removed herself. She cried. She let it out. And she wiped those tears. She came right back out. And she put that mean mug right back on her face. She went over there. She said, look, I ain't want to have to do that. It was so hard. She talked herself through it. She gave herself some time to have those emotions. And she said, okay, pull it together. And she took that mean mug and that same face she always wears right back out there. Because y'all not going to see me sweat. That is why Shayna and Chris should have told Misha whatever they needed to hear, and maybe Todd would have went up. But the girls don't know how to play the game. But that's who the girls are rooting for out here in the streets. So, after that, we get to Shayna and Chris talking. Because they had that conversation. She's doing that rah. I need to do what's best for my game. And again, I agree with everything that Shayna was saying. Girl, you don't owe me no favors. You don't owe me no favors. And you're right about your assessment. So go ahead and do that. I didn't like how she went back to the other room. Chris is like, the power is shifting. You know, the twirls are twirling. The things are twirling. Girl, okay, whatever. Now she's trying to cry. You did what you need to do, and you said you ain't had a problem with it. Keep going. So we come back. Julie gives them news. Whatever. Todd and Lamar, they're talking. And he said, who you voting out? And Todd said Cynthia. Now, let me tell y'all something. You don't get to hurt me and my feelings and then tell me how to react to you. You don't get to tell me what I have to get over and how I have to get over it. You don't get to tell me when is enough time for me to grieve, get over, evaluate, reflect, resolve a situation. You can talk to me about trying to understand my mindset and where I am and how to, and if you feel like I should be at a different place, see if you can help talk me through what things you think I need, or only if I only if I ask you. I don't know where people get to this space and time where they feel like people can do wrong to you or treat you how they want to treat you and whatever, and you can't have a feeling or say about it. She voted to kick me out of the house. You not over that yet? No, because I haven't gotten a chance to vote her ass out yet. What do you know? An eye for an eye. You not over there yet? When did we get to this place where people just get over it? And a person like what I feel like a person like Todd, I feel like that's something that he's probably dealing with a lot, where people just like get over it, get over it, get over it, get over it, get over it. You know what? You build up resentment, you build up frustration, sadness, and anger, and all of that stuff to people every time. You have to just keep getting over and over. Trust me, I know. And sometimes you have to honor the way you feel about something. And you could communicate. Now, I am one for effective communication, and I don't think that he was not communicating effectively. I am not over her not voting me out yet, and I told myself the way that I will be resolved is if I got a chance to vote her out. That's the resolution for me. She voted to evict me. My resolution to resolve this issue and my feelings is to get a chance to vote her. You don't have to agree with it, but you best understand. And I felt like they were bullying him. I felt like he was being bullied. And I'm not Todd, and I'm not nobody else in this house. But I can understand somebody being like, "Girl, you don't voted to kick me out, and now you need me." And I should just get over the fact that you didn't lead, that you didn't. I heard what you said and that you kept your word to her, and that's good for her. But now you need my vote, and you didn't do no word to me. And so now that I know that you voted to have me evicted, I'm voting to have you evicted. You don't owe me no favors, just like I don't owe you no favors. I understood him completely. I didn't understand why everybody was making it seem like, oh, he's doing too much. You need to get over that. This is petty. What is wrong about it? Todd ain't playing Big Brother. Todd is playing get out my face and leave me alone. That's the game Todd's playing. Todd came in here and he's playing get out of H and leave me, get out of here and leave me alone. Thank you, Stacey. Facts. You can't do a person wrong and then tell them how mad to get. You cannot, and how long they should or shouldn't be there. There's consequences for their actions on the other end if they try to get out of hand. We did see it. Hey, Stacey, we're not doing any spoilers. But you cannot. I didn't like the way, and I felt like they bullied him into his decision. We're going to keep going. So he let him know this is a dog eat dog world out in the streets. And that's when I'm bringing it to the house. Scott Steven, don't do that. Don't tell y'all. We're not. If y'all want spoilers, go to another channel. Don't give no spoilers in here. Mods, please stay on the lookout. Because I don't want to see no spoilers yet. So, after that, Cynthia comes to Todd. So, do you know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing? How you're going to be voting? And he's like, well, Cynthia did the thing that I have done before in the past, where if I'm not hearing what I need to hear from you, now I'm about to go off. And that's what Cynthia did. Now, she did it in a calm way, but she was talking crazy. Well, if you still not going to be over that, and then it was the antagonizing for me from the back, because as he's sitting here, he's still wrestling with how he feels about voting for Cynthia because of what she did to him. You got Lamar about he's a punk, he's a wuss. These are bullying tactics, and y'all rooting for this. This man is sitting here still wrestling. He's still hurt. He's still hurt and still wrestling with how he feels about it. You got Lamar, and here's Cynthia. And I'm just saying, if this is what you're gonna be doing, and this is what you're gonna be about, and now she wasn't loud, but she was being disrespectful. If this is what you're gonna be, you can't get over that. You're gonna use this little petty thing and small thing and this and that. Then I'm just saying this. And I felt like that was a hostile situation for him to be in. I felt very uncomfortable that people were like, "Yo, Lamar, go in the back, do whatever, let them talk," because you're amplified. Because I know that Todd's feelings were getting elevated, and you could see it in his face. Because now you're egging on, and then this Cynthia, she's just sitting here and she's talking down to me. It's not right. Sorry. I didn't like that scene. I didn't like it at all. And I still feel the way that I feel that Cynthia started this fight. She came over here. He said he's not sure yet. You voted for me. You still not done with that? You need to get over that. You need to. That's not the. I gave my wording. If you can't, if you're gonna sit here and play like this and be petty, that if I leave, I leave. You need to. Girl, I have my own feelings, and you got big man over here clapping up around me. I didn't like that scene at all. I didn't like that scene at all. And I felt like it was very distasteful, and I felt like it was unfair. Todd didn't do nothing to nobody up in this house. And for them, I felt like they were treating him very poorly. After that, she goes back in another room. It goes back in the room. She's asking Todrick, do you let me know when you want to talk? I don't want to talk. Now she's this displacing anger or her frustration everywhere. I don't want to talk. If I go, I go. I don't like the way the game is going. So if I have to go, I have to go. That's what I'm okay, we get it. He did not help with the atmosphere. He amplified what the feeling and the tension in the room, and that eggs on Cynthia to be like, if we got to do da da da, we got to do what we got to do. We got to do, and then I don't think that it helped then Todd with his emotions, because now I'm getting frustrated because now I feel like the people are laughing at me and clowning me, and because Lamar's instigating and yelling and clapping around, and now you're talking to me in this fast, sassy tone. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. So then she takes that back there. She gives it to Todrick. Then she goes back in the room, but I feel like she didn't get a chance to displace it. I feel like it's because Lamar, oh, that's a punk. He a whip. He this and that. Da da da. Yes, he amplified it, got her up, and it looked like she had a mimosa in her hand. She came back and another thing. Started yelling, why is my word better than your word? That's not what it is about. And the thing that she came back here to yell at him about whether or not why is your word better than my word? Nobody's saying anybody whose word is better. You did what you had to do for the thing that you had to do it with. Unfortunately, it was against me. And I'm not supposed to have no feeling about that. I don't get it. She came back to yell at him about why is your word better than my word? What the fuck are you talking about? Where are you going with this conversation? Nobody's saying anybody's word is better than anybody else's word. You did what you had to do. Unfortunately, I was on the receiving end of you keeping your word to that person. I don't get it. It just got better and better. So it did. Now everybody's out here. Lamar's already amplified it. Now she's getting louder, letting the whole house hear. At first, it was cool when he's just clapping and Lamar's just clapping and he's a punk and doing all that stuff. And Cynthia's keeping her cool, calm, sassy and aggressive tone. Now I won't call her aggressive, but it was a very sassy tone of, if you don't want to vote for me, it was cool when it was like this. But now you yelling it. And another thing, now you putting on a show. Carson's coming out. Now you got everybody else coming out the hallway. And another thing, and I'm just saying, why's my word better than yours? Now she's loud. And I don't blame him for saying, I'm not going to sit here and let you talk to me like this after I am the one who felt wronged. You wronged me. Now, yes, you were keeping a promise in your word to your friend. I get it. That's fine. That's cute. You voted to evict me. So you can do me wrong, evict me, then tell me I need to get over it, and then judge and question how I evaluate and resolve my feelings towards you. It don't make no sense. And I am with him standing up and saying, I'm not going to sit here and have this happen. Now, he ain't had to talk to her like that, and I wish he would have just left the room. I wish they wasn't throwing F-bombs at each other. Now, that was very uncomfortable to see. That was very uncomfortable to see. That was very uncomfortable to watch, and I hope he does apologize to her for that. But I can understand the elevations of the frustrations that he yelling in the room. I can definitely understand it. And it just got higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Should have just told. That's what I'm saying. No, but he wanted to sit here and instigate it. Todrick is showing his true colors in the live feeds and basically things his export. They said he ain't pay. And I won't eat. And another thing, I'm not gonna eat your tacky ass rips. Skin Aesthetics and Cosmetics said, BusyBlu, you stood up for Big D when he disrespected Tiffany in a high degree. Now you're defending Todd for demeaning Cynthia, I never defended Todd demeaning Cynthia. I understood before he started saying F you, F you, F you, F you. I understood every part of that. And if to you that looks as if I'm defending him demeaning her, then I don't know. I don't know another way to let you know. The way that he talked to her after she came back and was yelling, I did not appreciate. I did not like that. But I understood everything he was saying. He wasn't being rude. He wasn't being disrespectful. The man was talking in a cool, calm, and collective voice. And I never stood up for Big D when he disrespected Tiffany. I did say that Tiffany was wrong for her actions, and me and Tiffany talked about that all the time. I don't know where this narrative came out that I was just defending Big D and I was defending Big D disrespecting Tiffany. I did not like the way Tiffany was talking to her teammates. Me and Tiffany are talking about that. Girl, you needed to be a little bit nicer. You needed to be a little bit nicer. And the people who are giving you the smoke back that you give to them, you cannot talk to people like that. And I still stand firm on that. And me and her are friends. Like literally me and her are friends. I'm not defending him demeaning her. And I think he demeaned her. I felt like she instigated and wanted to get a reaction out of him. When they came to him the first time, he said, look, I'm not over it. Yeah, I'm good up over her. Like, that's how I feel. Then when he was sitting at the table minding his business, she came over. Well, if you're gonna, and he still was like, look, I'm just saying, in the street, this is what we do. I'm just saying, you need to. Everyone else's, I feel like at this point, everyone else's actions are being excused, except for Todd's. And I'm not gonna sit here. Mike Hill will be waiting on Todd to come out of the house. Why? So he can sleep, cheat on Cynthia like he did his other wives. Girl, he ain't gonna bust a grape. I feel like everybody else's actions are being excused except for Todd. But Todd is the one who actually has an emotion that we can tangibly see. You voted for me. You voted for me. And in a game of Big Brother, that's all it takes for you to be gone. Like, that's really all it takes for you to be gone. You voted for me to leave. You voted for me to leave. And it seems like nobody can see that. So now when he's still holding on to the fact that you voted for me to leave and I need this money, everybody want to say, oh, no, he was wrong. How dare he? He don't get to feel no emotions. He don't get to respond to people calling him a punk or saying anything like that. And then the lady gets to come back and yell at him, and he cannot respond in kind. I think that people are being unfair. Now, I don't feel like he should have called her. Well, he ain't calling no F word or no B words, but I don't think that the F bombs that they were throwing back at each other, I didn't think that was cute. I didn't think that was cute. I don't know if he I didn't see the meaning of her. There's a lot of things that he could have said. I didn't see the demeaning. And someone have to show me the demeaning. But I do know that they were throwing F-bombs at each other. And Cynthia started this fight. And Lamar, I'm gonna cry about Khloe Kardashian Odom, and instigated it. And it got higher and higher and higher and higher. And she removed herself after he was still Todd was still cool, calm, and collected and sitting at that table. She removed herself and came back to yell. I'm sorry. And if you look at that as I'm defending Todd for demeaning Cynthia, that I don't know how to get across from you that I understood that the person who actually had a gripe to have and to hold on to was Todd. And now the clown is coming back to bite. Cynthia, you voted for me to leave. And now you sat down here with your orange juice and you're saying who you voting for to leave. Girl, it ain't so much fun when the rabbit got the gun. It wasn't no problem to vote me out. Now I'm gonna vote you up. Oh, this is what we're playing. This is what you holding on to. This is what the game is. What you mean? This is what I'm holding on to. That wasn't a magical or a strange thing that happened in the game. That wasn't a twist. This is the game. You voted for me to leave. It's an actual thing that could make me leave the house and not guarantee me a spot to win. And I just gotta let it go. Just gotta let it go. And you didn't let me know that you was gonna do that beforehand. I just gotta let it go. I just gotta let it go. I don't like it. I don't like it. Michael Brown said, I feel like Cynthia started it, but Todd definitely escalated to another level. I can see where they both are coming from, though. I don't know if Todd escalated. I don't think that Todd. I feel like Todd was a victim and he reacted at the tail end. And maybe I have to see it again. But I feel like he was being antagonized. I feel like he was being bullied. And I felt like he sat there cool, calm, and collected until she came back. And another thing, storming through the hallways yelling, "Why is your word better than?" I feel like Cynthia started that. And I feel like she escalated it because she left the room. She left the room, went back into the room, and then came, and another thing, came back yelling so the whole house can hear. Todd sat there that whole time. I'm sorry, this is how I feel. I mean, I'm just saying, what am I don't understand how people can look at Todd and say, well, no, this was him. And he put it to another. She left the room and they came back to argue with him again. She said, well, if I gotta leave, I gotta leave. You're gonna be a punk like that. This wasn't how we gonna play the game. We gotta play it. Then she left. After calling him all of that, then she came back and yelled at him again. I'm sorry. Both people can be wrong in the circumstances. I do believe that both people can be wrong in the circumstance because I felt like he was good until they both started F you, no, F you, no, F you. Once those things started coming out, I was like, now this is messy. This is mess. And it said they said F you a lot to each other. They sure did. And it said, why is he still hung up on her vote when he's still in the house? Even Lamar said, you still bothered by that? One, Lamar ain't never been up on the block. He ain't never been up on the block. He don't know what it feels like, and he barely knows the game. So I feel like he probably feels like a vote for you to leave is not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And you being in a house, at this point that's not a prize because I could have been gone because you want to keep words that are against me. I missed how the argument started. I didn't get to see it all. Go see it. I would love to know your opinion. I know that I'm not on the popular opinion side because I did not feel like I felt like it got worse and worse and worse. And I felt like Todd sat there for a long time. Now, when she came back and said, and another thing, I do wish he would have just said, look, I'm not going to talk about this right now. I really wish he would have left. That's when I was like, Todd, you got to stop. Todd, you got to stop. But it was too late. They both were yelling at each other. They both were cursing at each other. I really did not want Todd to get to that level. And I really wish that he hadn't. But I'm not going to sit here and act like they weren't poking the bear. Because they were. They were poking the bear. Now, I don't like how his reaction was to Cynthia specifically, but they were poking the bear. And she came out with a bull. And another thing. There is no reason for Big D and Todd to vehemently disrespect black women like that. Grown ass man losing over words. I don't know if he was losing over the words. I felt like the conversation, I felt like he was very direct with how he felt. I felt like he was very firm on this is what I feel. Now, I agree with you legally, Leah, that no one should be vehemently disrespecting black women. I also do feel though, and this is not against that statement. Black women should be respected, and I don't think that black men should be sitting here and disrespecting women, period. Point blank, and that's the period. I don't think that Todd came into that conversation coming to disrespect her. Like, now, Big D, that was a different thing. Now, he would sit there and just talk about it. That was Big D's thing. Sorry. But this wasn't that situation with Todd. Todd was sitting there by himself. Okay, he already had one conversation and said, look, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. He told her, they clowned him for that. Told another person, so this is how I feel. This is how I feel. I admire him standing firm on the fact that, y'all could think that this is stupid, but I am going to be people have put people on the block for less. People have put people on the block for less. So I can't vote you because you voted for me. People have literally gotten out of the house for less. They didn't like Lisa because she was crying. Thank God she's out of here because she's crying too much. They would rather keep their friend who's going through depression, anxiety, and whatever else mental issues that he was going through in the house because they didn't like the fact that Mariah was crying so much. She was so emotional. That people have gone out for less. And his thing was, they voted me, I voted you. And I got it. And he kept it calm. And Cynthia, well, if this how you gonna play the game, I don't care. I'm gonna do that. And he still stayed calm. Well, I'm just saying, this is how I feel. And if this was the street, this would be nothing different. Well, this is what I'm saying. And you got people clapping, and you need to know. I felt like he kept it calm that whole entire time. And I felt like they get to antagonize and attack and get him to react. And then all of a sudden, finally he does it. And I was like, oh, he's wrong. He's done it. I didn't like the way that he talked to people, but I cannot act like I did not see that build up. And I felt uncomfortable watching it. I felt uncomfortable watching it. They are afraid to put Lamar on the block. It's clear. I think both are wrong. And if I was Cynthia and I know Todd is with Misha, I could never look for his vote. I mean, that's what I would think. Come on, some people on my channel. Okay. So that was my opinion, and I know y'all put your opinion down. I know I have unpopular opinion, and I'm okay with that. And I think it's partially, I think it's because this new journey that I'm going through, where I am now able to see where other people are sitting in certain situations. And I feel like I'm seeing it clearly. And I can't sit here and act like Todd is this big aggressor when I felt like he sat there for a long time and did not say anything. He was not aggressive. And she came, she sat there, he was attacked. And I felt like he was bullied with Lamar being around him and yelling and all of that stuff. And then she brought 3 other people out with her as she came back yelling at the table. And if he left and moved around, who's to say that she's not going to just follow him there? And because they were allowing her to yell and scream and do all of that stuff. Even Carson came back into the room. No, she had another thing to say. No, bullshit. No, she didn't come back and attack you. She had another thing to say. She came back and attacked him. I'm sorry. And y'all could look at it how y'all want to. Again, I'm not excusing his behavior or saying that he handled it the right way, but I'm damn sure not going to sit here and say Cynthia was an angel and she did everything right. Oh, she was just coming back to tell you that she has something else. Like that? Like that? David from the Real World did the same thing to Tammy. He didn't want that smoke from Reggie, though. That's true. Now, if other people come into the house, okay. Now, the thing was, and it was very tacky. So the thing with Reggie is that I felt like Reggie was being, well, we could talk about that another time, but I feel like Reggie was being tacky and disrespectful, especially because she was going through a very hard health situation, an image issue that she was going through. I feel like he was very nasty. He was very dirty. And that part was scummy. I feel like that was scummy. I didn't feel like this was scummy. I didn't feel like anything until Todd got up and they started going back and forth with the FUs. Everything before that, I didn't feel like he did anything wrong. I don't feel like he did anything wrong. So after that, Cynthia went back. She all riled up. He came to me. I didn't do. He's saying she came to me. I didn't do anything. I'm sitting here minding my business. Fact. People clapping around him, going back and forth throughout the house. Other people coming out, now seeing her yelling at me. He was just sitting there eating his rice. And y'all saw it too. She went back. She's like, look, I'm ready to fight. Now she got the fight in her. Anyway, we get to the eviction. Chris, he said, whatever happens, happens. I don't think Chris really thought he was about to leave at all. I really think that Cynthia thought she was about to be gone. First and foremost, or maybe it was Cynthia pointing at him over the table that set him off, because that's when he got up. Oh, you're not gonna son me now. And then she brought all these other people with her. First and foremost, I want to thank God, giving honor to God, glory, for making it as possible. She said she can only play one way, and that her loyalty is everything, and she wants to continue playing. They went in there. Todrick said he sadly vote Chris. Everybody voted Chris. Carson said, hey, Darla Charla. Now, Carson, we're not just gonna be coming up in the dining room making up names. Now, you if you're going to shout out somebody, you want to make sure you shout. Somebody get Darla and Charlotte on the phone. I want somebody to get Darla and Charlotte on the phone. Hey, Darla. Hey, Charlotte. Hey, Darla. Hey, Charlotte. Somebody get Darla Charlotte on the phone. Leave her speech alone. I'm just saying. No, Chris knew he was going. Did you watch the feast today? No. Tammy, I was saying I haven't watched the feast all week. I have not watched all the feast all week. I am coming from a casual's perspective. So after that, he was evicted from the house. Cynthia and Todd did hug. So it feels like they did resolve something, and he did vote for her to stay. So I want all the people to leave him alone. Leave him alone. And you know what? I don't think she will return the favor, but I guess we'll have to see later on down the line. After that, we got the interview. Chris said it was a 5-0 vote. I mean, Julie said it was a 5-0 vote. Were you surprised? And he said he was only surprised by Shayna. Do you take risks because you backdoor it yourself? He said he was tired of being a city duck. They was going to take the people out one by one. You could have been a part of that team. I'm just saying. But he said he doesn't regret it. He wanted to shake up the game a little bit. Girl, you could have just been at home tweeting. That could have shook the game up. Misha wanted to know, why didn't you tell Misha what she wanted to hear? He said he respected her too much, and he wanted to play the game and have fun. He wanted the other team to get up and have fun because he also saw that they weren't doing anything. How would you say you? He said she asked, why was it so important to you to play with Big Brother with integrity when in this game you can bounce checks? Meaning, why did you have to play with integrity when this game you don't need no integrity? Well, I hope it came up that he just danced. He didn't even answer the question. Anyway, she said, how would you say you play? And he said, like somebody who went out first. And she said, what's more grueling, a world tour with NSYNC or Big Brother? He said it's Big Brother because Big Brother, you're walking on eggshells. You have to be careful and mindful about everything that you do. They gave him goodbye messages. The only one that stood out to me was Todrick's at the end. Girl, and this is what I'm talking about. These people, these warped images in their mind, they're revisionist historians. He was planning to put up Todrick and was letting the people know, watch this. Beating his chest. I'm about to put him up. Y'all about to see something. Shayna didn't use that veto though. But his plan was to put up Todrick. And he was telling other people that Todrick was he needed to go. Now all of a sudden, because Todrick said it's confessional, girl. I heard that you were campaigning against me, and I had a campaign against you. See you later, girl. Well, I can see why he would see it that way, but I wasn't trying to. What you talk about, Willis? What you talking about? I can see why he would see it that way, but I never was trying to. Girl, run the tapes. Cut the cameras. Dead ass. You're playing. You're playing in our faces. Chris was such a letdown. He talked about making a move the whole time. He did nothing, girl. No, he made a move right out the door. He said, you know how I can get up on the block and get evicted? You take off the person who's the actual big threat. Anyway, they're playing an endurance comp where they have to be standing up on stuff. Y'all, we're now about to get into spoilers. So if y'all don't want to know what happened, what spoilers, who won the HOH, I advise y'all to leave. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Like the video. It's for free. Please like the video. Share it on your social media platforms. Comment below. How did y'all feel about it? How do you feel about Julie's outfit? How did you feel about the Todd and Cynthia fight? And then also, you feel free to yell at me and yell at why Misha's so horrible. This is a Misha Takes It account. Okay, y'all. Spoilers. Get out of here if you don't want to be spoiled. Spoilers. Get out of here if you don't want to be spoiled. Okay? All right, y'all. I know I got my people in the chat. Y'all, who won HOH? I gotta make sure I'm clicking. Who is it? Somebody type it in. The suspense is killing me. Come on, y'all. Where y'all at? Who is it? And maybe my computer's running a little bit slow. Didn't we say it? Didn't we say it? Didn't we say it? Didn't we say it? Carson is the new HOH. And I'm frustrated about it. I'm first. I mean, good for him because I'm sure like majority of the Big Brother fans right now are extremely happy. What frustrates me is that look, everything that Misha was saying was right, and he was gonna put them up, and now look here we are. Because who else would he have put up? But no, Chris came in here, effed up the plans, effed up the thing. I mean, one of them got to go. Sorry, this is a Misha stay in the count still, but Misha look like you about to go, girl. You gave it a good run, girl. You gave it a good run, sis. You gave it a good run. You gave it a good run, Misha, but look like you got to go. That's right. I understood you. I understood you. I guess Carson is the HOH now. Now y'all get a chance to watch him take bubble baths and put cucumbers on his face for real, for real. It was take time. Oh, wow. It was down to Todrick and Carson. Oh, I know Todrick is really upset. I know Todrick is really upset. He probably wanted that. By Misha and Todrick. He does have to put her up. He literally does have to put her up. He ain't got no choice. He ain't got no option. He does have to put her up. He better put up Misha and Todrick. Todrick has to go. Over Misha? Over Misha? Now let's not get carried away voting on the black people now. Let's not get carried away. Let's not get too carried away. Let's not vote out the black people yet. Let's not get carried away. Let's just take it one step at a time. But she does have to put them both up. Todrick is being sad, quiet. I know he's sad. Aw. Yeah, this is gonna be a sad week for Misha and Todrick. But you know what? Y'all faves are gonna be able to sit in the bedroom, smile, and eat cookies. That's what's gonna be happening. Yeah, I really wonder what this game gonna be like once Misha and Todrick are out. Like, what is it? What is the game gonna look like? If Misha and Todrick are out of the game, what does the game look like? Y'all want it like that. Excitement gone. All right, y'all. Shout out to Carson, Chrisley. Shout out to Carson. Congratulations. You are now the new HOH. Somebody said not as good. This show, it's going to go down. Y'all going to have all y'all faves here, and they're going to be braiding each other's hair. But y'all like that, though. That's the Big Brother y'all came to see. This episode was a lot for me. I enjoyed it a lot because there was this is what I like Big Brother for. This is what I like Big Brother for. These social nuances. It's more than just a game. Like, this is a social experiment. And seeing how people relate to other people, how they react to other people, this is what I appreciate and love about the game. This episode gave me that. We got to see individuals dealing with their own personal battles or demons with little man Kattan and him having to battle or go home. You got a chance to see the fire be lit under some people's butts who weren't doing anything, and then how they react or overreact to something or when their backs against the wall. You got a chance to see how two people handle situations and how people feel like you should or shouldn't handle situations. I thought this was a really good episode. Yo, I'm about to close this out. I want you to rate out of on a scale of 1 to 10 what y'all for this episode was. I'm gonna give this episode an 8. I thought it was a really good episode, and it gave me a good ending that I don't know if I was prepared for. I'm gonna give it an 8. I want you all to give yourselves rate it as well. I want to thank everybody for coming up in here. Make sure you like this video. It costs nothing. We have an 8. I thought it was a really, really good episode. Put your B's in the comments for yourselves. After you rate it, put your B's in the comments for yourselves. I gotta calm myself down. I felt emotional during this episode, and maybe it's because two black people arguing. I don't like to see that. I don't want to see it. And I don't like being torn in between the two, but it's like when I can see everybody's side, it frustrates me. Put your B's in the comments for yourself. If y'all want to know more about me and everything else, I'm going to find me on Instagram and on Twitter, BusyBlu, no space, no E. You can also find me on Twitch, BusyBlu, where this is definitely streaming right now. I want to thank everybody who stayed in here consistently. I really, really do appreciate you. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, anywhere else on the internet, but you're over here with me, and I value that. I'm about to go get busy and shout out my members, and you all stay busy. Till next time. What's up, everybody? It's your boy BusyBlu, and we are back.
Get busy in here. Yeah, my squad.